This is Yogesh Gupta, and in this video we are going to deal with how to configure Yum repository on a Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6. So first of all, let us mount the CD-ROM to the media directory which is in the root. So for this we'll use the command mount /device/CD-ROM and /media. For your information, I have already inserted the CD of Red Hat and hence I am mounting it. So as we can see, it has been mounted. Now let's move to media directory and let's check. Yeah, now move to the packages folder here. Now we have to install three packages, namely rpm-ivh, and first would be vsftpd star. Okay, that's installed. Now we'll install delta rpm, and that's also installed. And now we'll install python delta rpm. Now once this is done, we can install the package name create repo. Now this basically is further command for creating create repository. If you have not installed this package, you won't be able to create repository which is required for Yum configuration. So kindly make sure these all the three packages must be installed. And since the last two packages, the first two packages are the dependencies of this package, so you should install these two packages before installing create repo. Okay, done. Now let's get back to our root directory, and here we'll create a file folder name repo. Okay, now let's move back to the media folder, to the media directory where we have the CD-ROM mounted, and we'll have to copy certain files from here. And the first file would be packages, and the second file would be rpm gpg Red Hat release file. Now once we are done, and we need to specify the location of the destined directory, and which is repo that we created here. So once we are done, we'll hit copy command and it will begin copying files from here. Now since the process will take some time, I'll pause the video for time being. We'll issue the create repo issue repo create repo command with database parameter, and we'll create it to the folder we have created, that is repo, and inside which packages folder, and we'll start. Now this process is going to take some time, so I'll pause the video for a few seconds. Now once we are done with this, we'll go to the root folder once again, and now we'll create a repository file which should be stored in etc/yum.repos.d folder, and the name of the file can be anything which you like. For instance, I'll give you a basic.repo. And now once done with this, click enter and go to the insert mode of VI editor. Now first we'll give the same name but in brackets, basic, and make sure that this and the file name matches or you will get an error. Then certain parameters for this configuration file, namely the name. Now this can be anything, string which you like, for example your name, or for example like my local repository, and then base URL is the next parameter, which will tell this configuration file, that is the yum, to go and look in this particular location for downloading the packages or the software. So this is the base URL. URL can change, since if you are using an FTP server, you will be adding like this FTP and or but since we are on a local machine, we'll do the following. And my folder is repo, and inside repo there are packages folder. Now enable. Now this is the option whether this repository will be enabled or usable or not. So make sure it's ticked as 1. If 0, it will be disabled. Then GPG check. GPG check. Uh, this is an optional if you want to check the GNU privacy guard for the software that is the software that is verified by Red Hat. So you should check this for security purposes. And GPG key is the next parameter. Now this again will point to the location from where the yum will go to look for the keys of the particular packages, and which is in repo slash just a moment, the file that from where we'll get the keys. So I'll be adding that in repository rpm gpg key key space red sorry space these. Now once we are done with this, we can save a configuration file using w and q, and we are done with the so-called sorry, just a moment. Now just we'll need to check whether all the configurations are done correctly or not. So we'll issue yum repo list command. Now basically this will load all the repositories that are existing, be it Red Hat's official or this basic repository. Now since we can see that our local repository has been loaded, let's test it. Yum install yum -y, it's for yes, install kde base. Now this is a long package, and so this -y parameter basically tells that we don't need to provide yes or no answers again and again. Our default answer would be yes, and so we'll just set it up, and we can see that it's checking for the dependencies. It's gonna take some time, so I'll pause the video for a while, and we can see that it has taken the GPG key from the file and it's installing the packages, dependencies. Along with its dependencies has been installed successfully. That's all for my videos. Thank you.